What's up, Rudder? So, today, what I wanted to talk about are jobs in college and possibly in high school that you can do. And I also wanted to discuss how to budget, how to begin thinking of money whenever you're living in a dorm room or an apartment and you have to go buy your food, how that entire situation works. So, first off, I'll tell you what I've done as a job in college, in high school. So in high school, I worked at a wedding venue that was right across the street from my house. It was super easy to get to, super quick. Okay, and the times are the biggest thing. So wedding venues, most people have weddings on the weekend, so it was perfect because that's the time when I was free. There wasn't any time during the week that I had to be there. It was either after school on a Friday, preparing for the wedding on a Saturday, or just working the wedding on a Saturday. So finding jobs like that, especially more in high school, where you have to give so much time to school, where you're free during your free times for work. So you need to have the availability there. You need the availability to work, and so a wedding venue was perfect for me because I could go into the weekends just with the work set in mind and kind of like knock it out, and then have the week for school, weekend work. And so that's what was perfect about it. The hours were low, but they're going to be low whenever you're super busy with school. And even in college, you have to understand that. It's just how it works. And so in college, you might have a little more liberty of what you can do just because you don't have classes all throughout the day. The way you can schedule your classes is that you have a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Tuesday, Thursday, and the weekend could be more of a work day, or even only maybe Mondays and Wednesdays have school. So really, it just depends what you want to do. Now, I'll give you an example of what I did. So I actually worked DoorDash, and so that was super my time. Like, I worked when I wanted to work. I did not have a schedule. If I was free, then I was free, which is super good because in college, you're not going to know when you need to study, and you might have accidentally scheduled a work time whenever you actually need that time to study. So with DoorDash, it was perfect. Now, the problem with DoorDash is that you need to stay motivated. You need to always have that discipline to be able to say, okay, I need to work. So that's really the gist of DoorDash. And my roommate Angel, who you've seen a couple of times, he did Ship, which is like this. Well, he actually did DoorDash, and he got me into DoorDash actually, because it's all on your schedule. Like right after class, you have an hour. You sign up for DoorDash, get a few orders done, and boom. And then, so my Angel now, he does Ship, which is the same as DoorDash, but it's for groceries. So he delivers your groceries to you, and that's also very on his own time. So he's just, he has those type of jobs where it's on his own time. He's his own boss, so he doesn't have to have a scheduled time. And so some considerations you need to take into is you need a car, number one. So if you don't have a car, you can't think about that. And they advertise about $25 per pay, and it might be like that, but you're taking gas. They're not taking gas into account. They're not taking car insurance into account. They're not taking all of that into account. So yeah, it might be 25, but whenever you add up the numbers, it might just be like $10 to $15, which is about average. And so there's a lot of other jobs that you can do, and you want to look for jobs that, like I said, that are very flexible. So like a tutor is very flexible. You set your own hours. You don't have to report to anyone. There's a lot of other ones. Maybe you could work at a call center, very low maintenance. One of the best jobs that you can get is a job where you can actually study and you can do work. So you're studying during work, you're studying for class, but at the same time you're getting paid. Like, say, the number one job is like the library. Well, you're just supposed to watch people. People come up to you, might ask for a book, and then you go work. But for the majority of it, like, you can actually be working on it. You can get stuff done while you're working. So that's one of the best jobs that you could do. It's one of the best jobs you can get, and those honestly go by fast, and they're very limited. A lot of those are on campus, and a lot of the universities have websites where you can go online and search for those types of jobs. And so there's other jobs just like dog sitting in your neighborhood, or even walking dogs inside your neighborhood that you live in. Another good one is actually working at the apartment complex that you live in, because normally they'll give you a little bit of a better rate, and you get paid, and it's one of those jobs where you can be doing work. Sometimes it's a little busy where you might be getting packages and going in and out, but I mean, you're able to do your own work as well too. So that's another good job that I would recommend looking into. Are there any more that I have? I said tutor, and maybe some type of an assistant. Maybe like you're a gym nut, and so you could work at a gym, get a gym membership discounted, and just work the front desk. And so think about it like that, somewhere where you're gonna go anyway. Maybe like a HEB, because you buy your groceries there, so you get a card that gives you like 10% off everything. So think about it like that. It's a place that you're going to spend money, and they'll give you a discount. So that's always a big plus. So now I kind of want to show you how to create a budget. I'll show you what me and Angel have to kind of monitor our budget. But before I show you, I kind of want to tell you that, okay, so a little background. So Angel and I, we share groceries, so we have like an ongoing list of who's paid for what week. We switch every week. We go to mostly HEB, Sam's Club, and so we split just because it's going to be cheaper in the long run. So we limited ourselves to $500 a month, which actually isn't bad because it's $250 per person, which is pretty low. And we can buy things in bulk like Sam's Club. That means it's going to be cheaper for us in the long run. And so we both decided that, hey, we need to do this. It'll be better than both of us spending maybe like $350 each or $300 each. So we'll definitely be. I think this month we haven't even hit $400 yet. It's almost the end of the month. Anyways, that'll be for more whenever you're in sophomore, or whenever you're living off campus. So usually for your freshman year, I would say that you would get a meal plan. You were able to buy food, lunch, breakfast on campus, get snacks. You get a certain amount of swipes each day. You can get visitor swipes as well, and then you can spend them at least at A&M. There's these places called Aggie Express where you can they're like little shacks of snacks, and you can go in and use them at the Aggie Express, get some drinks, get some water. So freshman year, you don't really do a lot of cooking just because you don't even have a kitchen. And then sophomore year will definitely be, if you decide to live off campus, will be the year that you have your own kitchen and you're in charge of cooking for yourself. And that's a whole nother thing, because like I said before, you need to start learning time management so you can fit cooking into your schedule, because that's an extra 30 minutes to an hour at least, depending on what you cook. I mean, you just think about the cooking and eating part. You gotta prepare to cook, cut all those things, cook them, and then you eat, and then you have to wash everything. So it's it's longer than you think originally. So it's really important that you've kept up with your time management skills in order to be successful with fitting cooking into your. But like, it was hard for me to fit cooking in. I would find myself just making peanut butter and jelly because it was just the fastest thing to do, because I didn't have time for anything else. So it's important to do that and keep up a healthy diet as well. So I want to show you what Angel and I have as roommates to kind of like see to gauge how much we spend each month and how we divide it up, just in case I would recommend that you and your roommate do it as well, because we've definitely noticed it's a money saver. And you also get to like cook for each other, and so it definitely helps, because maybe one day I'm more busy, Angel will cook, and maybe Angel's more busy and I'll cook, so it definitely helps. So here, let me flip this camera around and show you. So I'm back here. So this is the spreadsheet that Angel and I use. It could be done a little differently, where it goes column Daniel, column Angel, but this is just how we started it, and this is how it is. So we currently on the left have all the dates that we went out to buy different things and kind of like where we bought them. I didn't go to a store named Honey. I actually just bought a honey that was $7. So that's what that is for right there. And then, so we have Daniel's total and Angel's total right here. So Angel spent $43 more than me, so I owe him $43.76. And then we go over here. This is the total we've spent. This includes August, so it's definitely more than we think. So the September total is around $500. So hopefully we don't spend more than $8 more, or else we'll be over. We do actually have a grocery trip planned tomorrow, but maybe we'll just push it back. But we really need to hit up Sam's, so we'll see about that. And so we have a spending between us of $245 a month, which is actually really good for one person per month. $250 a month is like almost unheard of, so that's pretty good. And then here's our light bill. It's extraordinary high because it was our first light bill, and we had to set it up with Brian Utilities, and so they charge a deposit, and so that is why it looks extremely high. So this is what I would recommend to do with your roommates. Have this conversation early on. Angel and I just had it like very early on that we're just gonna split groceries, and I mean, it's definitely the way to go. Like I said, cooking, it's perfect. Whenever I'm busy, Angel will cook. If Angel's busy, then I'll cook, so it works out in that regard. Is there anything you want to say, Angel? I just had him here in case you wanted to say anything just during this little part.
So this is like my actual first time actually managing my money based on utilities and groceries, because in the Corps Cadets, we live in a dorm, and we don't have enough room for a fridge to store our own food, so we just eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner on Dunkin'. So it's actually my first time managing and budgeting my money. I'll say it was pretty good. First run, however, we might have to go a little bit over 500.
Yeah, we actually had a weekend. So make sure you plan meals ahead of time, because we went in there just hungry, just completely hungry, and we just bought snacks. Like so much. It was one of the days we spent $95 just on snacks, and so like just go in with a plan and meals in mind, and you'll be fine. You won't. Like, we should spend probably like at least $50 to $100 less than we did.
Honestly, we were on track to spend less than $450 if it wasn't for that 95.
Yeah, we were. It's just we just went in the store hungry, which is a bad mistake, and we didn't have a plan. So don't go in the store hungry, and don't go in it without a plan.
Yeah, because if you don't have a plan, get ready to spend more money than you think.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, H-E-B has its own app, Sam's also, so you can shop on the app before and know what you're gonna get, and then go get it.
And kind of like make a shopping list too.
Yeah, don't get distracted by this stuff. The food is there to distract you and make you even more hungry than you're supposed to.
Exactly. All right, guys. See you later.